Howdy folks, finished LD38. I did it in about a day, and I figured I'd go over some of the things that I did for it, the concept, the ideas I had, because obviously this is a really strange, abstract game. And I'd also like to show you how I built it and stuff. So first, let's just run it. So first we have sort of little lines coming together, and they form a face. I ported a Pico 8 library that I wrote called PicoCam, and I was able to port it to Love and able to use it here, so it's actually pretty cool. Anyway, the idea is this is this sort of face. It has an expression. It's rather neutral right now, and it interacts with you. You can choose what to say. And the things you do will change the emotion or the expression of the character. There's surprise. And there's happy. There's happy. Let's see. Let's do wrestling. So and the more you click, the more the background will come up. So for example, if we go through and we do a lot of the funny ones. There's a lot of funny ones here, and also the mathematical equation ones. You notice he'll get really happy. Our math. But you notice the background is an image that's rotating very slowly. It speeds up as he gets more excited. So if you hit tilde, you'll notice there's a bunch of variables in the back end. First off is we have the background rotation speed. We have the current emotion color. And then we have these 8 variables that represent the 8 different emotions. So his rage just dropped off, ecstasy is slowly dropping off, and admiration is the best. Ecstasy, you see? He really likes that. And this what this game is sort of an exploration between an interface of something that could represent artificial intelligence, I suppose, and interaction thereof between an element. Anyway, so what we have is the background, and it slowly spins. It spins faster when you get it more excited. It changes color. You'll notice that once all the variables drop to 0, he will go back to his neutral state, and the background will go back. You have all of these questions, and the more of the same question you ask, you'll get different responses and more advanced questions, so to speak. Right? Anyway, so that's what we have here, right? But now, so Love saves its stuff here, and here's the LD. So here's all of the stuff. So what we're going to do is F2, F3, F4, F5, F6. So I'm renaming all of these so that I can actually access them from the editor. I'll show you how the editor works. So Love source, and then you pass in the editor argument. What we get is an actual 3D editor, and this is super basic. I didn't really want to go through and figure out how to use Blender in wireframe mode, though I'm sure that would be pretty easy, but the hard part would be pulling out the data in some format that would make sense. Anyway, so here's, whoops, it broke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's supposed to be 8, I guess. What's wrong with f1.json? Well, anyway. Let's see, control save. Alright. Anyway, so we have the editor here. I'm just going to show you how it's done. And with S, you can select nodes. Nodes are selected when they are green, and they have this point here. So basically, it's the selected one. All of the nodes you have selected, if you push E, it will create a segment. You can press Escape to deselect all the nodes, and then you can also select segments themselves. So if we select these points, this will create a line here, and a line here. Oof. Right? You can delete specific segments by pressing D. You can delete points by pressing D. So here you have all that. Now this is all currently 2D right now, right? And we really want to like actually make something 3D, so I guess we're gonna make a cat right now. And you'll notice to the left all this information is shown, right? So what we're going to do is, let's get an image of a cat. Oh, this one's really good. Let's get him. No. Let's grab a cat. Let's grab a cat. Come on, where's a good... I'm looking for a very symmetrical faced cat to work with, and you'll see why in a minute. That might be a good one. No. Come on, symmetrical kitty. Symmetrical cat. Come on. Burrito cat. I like him. He's pretty cool. So we have this, which is fine. Well, so we put it in here. You know, we're gonna grab the... There we go. So we have this. We're going to scale it to 512, and we're going to dump it in source editor.ping. So this is sort of a hack, but you'll see why I'm doing this. Press L, we can load the cat into our system. So now we have the kitty cat. So now we push C to create nodes, right? But we kind of want to keep everything centered. So we select all of them with S and hit D, right? So first off, what we do is we can hold Shift. What Shift will allow us to do is to work on tenths. So we'll create a node there. We can use the arrows to move on the XY axis. Now, if we hold Control while we press C, we can create mirrored points. Delete. There we go. Okay, that's great. So let's see. There we go. Create one here. Like that. All right, now we're going to work on the cat's face. And then this is kind of 3D stuff, right? So we're gonna make a cat at this point. Oops. All right. Okay. Good. And then we're gonna go. Oof. Inside of the ear as well. And then find that point, and then we need some anchor points here. And alright, so we got a bunch of points. And you notice on the left here we have something that kind of looks like a cat. Right? So now we're going to grab and hook together our lines. You'll see how the 3D part comes in a second. Alright, and then we need to start. Alright. Oops, excuse me. Now, I know it's not really triangles. I'm sure a lot of folks could do better. That's not the point here. Is that one hooked up? Yes. Oh, I bet it's because it's built. Alright. Anyway. We're getting our cat here. And we're going to create a point here and move it up. What am I looking at? Why is... Alright, yeah, that's why. Alright, good. My roommate's raging at League of Legends. Alright, yeah, so... Right out. I don't see the one there. I messed that up? I might have. Yeah. Almost there. There we go. So we got a cat face. It looks pretty duplicated or whatever. It's fine. So now what we're going to do, let's add some points here. So what we're going to do now is push back all of these. And we do this with the mouse wheel. There we go, we got kind of the inside of a cat here now. Right? I'll push these kind of at the middle point. Just fine. Here we go. Alright, so we got that. And we're going to push that far back. Grab the rest of the cat head and push it far back. And we're going to push all of that far back. I'm going to put the eyes kind of inset. We're going to pull out the nose and the mouth. Pull that out. And it looks kind of like a cat, right? Well, whatever. I mean, yeah, this idea is yeah, I kind of like that maybe. And we have kind of a cat here now. Not, yeah, it's pretty close. Let's add some lines here for visual effect. I think we got kind of a cat now. Yeah, we got kind of a 3D cat face here. Alright, we're gonna pull the cheeks forward a bit. Yeah. Right there, I think would be good. So we have a cat face, which is very cool, right? And what I do is go Control F1, right? And it should save in here. Let's try to make sure. Let's check again. F1. Alright, so it's somewhere else. Ah, that's why it's in here now. What we have is a bunch of JSON data, right? And with this, you can load it into the game. So what I did is, like, for example, if I wanted my character to be surprised, I would grab all of the mouth anchor points, so to speak. Now I'd move them down. Now he's got his mouth open, right? And then I would go Control F2, and I'd have the f2.json file, and I could reload any state, sort of like, are you ready? Are you ready? He's gonna say, let's bake a cake. Anyway, all right. So I got the cat, right? We can reload it and rerun it. And there's a cat. Okay. So let's see if there's anything I missed. Create, Control, create, escape, delete, select, arrow keys, selecting, mouse wheel, left shift, I, and then the F keys and Control F keys to load and save. So that's what we have. All right. So we have all that, right? And what we do is we then dump all the assets into this folder. So for example, let's take a look at one I like is ecstasy. F3. There you go. And go F3. Bam. Here's the face, right? And that's the actual face that I built in the game. And that's what you get. And that's how that thing was made. Other than that, we have a few sound effects.
Whoa.
Just a bunch of stuff with some echo. The music's actually kind of cool. It was a basically I just read some stuff and then I did a phase stretch of a very long phase stretch, and then I added an echo track to it. This is the background image that slowly rotates. You'll notice it's 2048 by 2048. And one of the edges to pop up, we use a nice open source font here. All the assets are handmade. Here's where the editor thing loads in. There's two states to editor in the game. You can load them up dynamically. We use Hump's game state, the JSON for Lua library, and the PicoCam thing that I hacked together. And that's what you get. Thank you very much.